Hi everyone, Max here for the Billy Box. Today we are going to be talking about card games, specifically Legends of Runeterra, the card game based on the League of Legends lore. Now let me explain about my experience with card games. It's no coincidence that I put from a Neophyte in the title. It's simple, I have never played any card game of this genre before, but I have a great many friends that play these kind of games regularly and they are always talking passionately about them. So what I thought I would do is finally make the jump. My friends made me sufficiently curious to want to try some of them out. Now, since I am new at this and have no idea which card game is better than the other, I would try out all of the major card games out there, may it be Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone or Gwent. I will make a video about all of them, and after all these done, I would be able to make an informed decision about which one is best for a player like me, and hopefully for some of you out there. So today, like I said, I will tackle the League of Legends card game spin-off, and I need to say that I have never played League of Legends. So playing this game is somewhat of a daunting task since I know nothing of the lore behind this highly competitive game. This free-to-play card game was recommended to me by a friend at work, and he has spoken to me about League of Legends and this card game so eloquently that I decided to try it out. I must say that for the purpose of this review, I will play on PC, but whenever there might be a phone or tablet version, I will take a look at it and tell you what it is like as well. As for Legends of Runeterra, it is a game in open beta. There is no port for Android or iOS as of yet, but it is in the works and is expected to come out later this year. Now let's take a look at the overall look and feel of the game, its game modes and mechanics. At first we are greeted by the beautiful background, some options on your left to tinker with. Let's take a look at all of them. First, on the home screen there is the daily quests, which are a series of tasks that you can accomplish to receive experience with which you can unlock chests for more cards, spells, and shards. Also, you have the weekly vault, which is open once a week for you if you garnered enough XP during the week. There is then on the left the play tab, where you get to choose which kind of game you will be playing. You have fortresses here. First of all, play versus a player. It is pretty straightforward, you choose a deck, and the game matches you with a player that is ready to play. Now, I haven't seen the mechanics behind how the matchups are made, but I assume that the game is trying to match you up with players around your rank and experience. You can either play ranked matches if you think you are ready for some more competitive play, or simply go for normal unranked matches. After that, you can play versus the AI, and once again it is pretty straightforward, choose a deck and play versus the computer. It's good for practice up to a point, where you will need to play versus players to learn better strategies. Also you have, and this is for me the most interesting mode of play in this game, the expedition mode, where it is going to cost you an expedition token given to you once a week I believe, or if you have enough shards you can enter with 3000 of them, or by simply paying out of your own pocket if you don't have the means to enter otherwise. What is interesting with this mode is that you build a deck out of all the cards in the game by choosing bundles of cards for 15 rounds. This is where you can build strategies and try to balance your deck and try to achieve victory more easily. Once you have built your deck, you are shown with a roadmap of your expedition, where you need to win 7 matches to complete it. If you lose 2 matches in a row, or lose in the 7th matchup, your expedition ends there and you get the rewards that gets awarded based on where the expedition finishes, with better rewards for every step of the way up to the 7th matchup. This is a great way to learn about all of the cards out there, deck, strategies, and offers better rewards than single matchup. And last but not least, there is the tutorials, of which I recommend to all players like myself. This tutorial is comprehensive and shows you how to play but also tries to teach you about strategies, combos, and spells. After going through the tutorial you will not be a seasoned veteran, but you will at least master the basics of the game fairly easily. Next, there is the Collections tab, where you can see your decks and which card you own. In there you can edit decks and try to even it out and align it with your desired strategy. Also there you can see all of the cards you own and toggle to see which you don't. You can also see the boards you own. Those are only for aesthetics and doesn't offer you any advantages on your opponents. It just changes the visuals of the background with special sound effects and music. Same thing with the Guardians. It has no effect on gameplay, only on aesthetics. After, you have the Awards tab, where you collect your rewards in form of chests and bundles that you have unlocked by playing games and accumulating XP. And lastly, you have access to a store where you can purchase cards, boards, and guardians with your own money. The cards can be earned in the game and you can simply play to try and get them instead of paying for them if you are patient. If you are impatient, you can buy them out. You're gonna dish out a lot of money for them. But if you are patient, you can surely get them all by playing. It's just gonna take you a little time. So it's not required for you to buy stuff to win in this game. It's just gonna take you a long time if you don't want to pay for it. So as for Guardian and boards, as far as I know, you can only unlock them with real money. But those, as I said, are only for aesthetics, so those are kind of okay. Just changes the feel of the game for you if you're tired of the old one that they give you at the start of the game. With all that being said, let's talk about the overall feel of the game. This game is very beautiful and it has astounding visuals, sound effects, and a soundtrack that is adequate for this type of game. Albeit, I assume that after a while it gets to be repetitive unless you have bought other boards and guardians to change the visual of the background, the music, and sound effects. There is also some voice acting where heroes will talk that is very well acted. As for the mechanics of the game and how to play, I would refer you to the more than adequate tutorial. Doing so here would be too long to show. As I understand it, it is a fairly typical setup among card games where you get to attack or defend depending on whose turn it is to play. As for the complexity of the game, it is a fairly complex game with a crapload of cards, spell, combos, strategies to learn, and some of them will be shown to you in the tutorial, but most of them you will learn through the trials and errors of playing against other players. As for my fear of being lost into the lore of the game, it was completely unfounded. This doesn't require you to have played League of Legends to understand it, or better yet, to enjoy it. As for me personally, I think it is an interesting game for my first delve into this type of game. Even though it is still in its beta, it is well polished and beautiful. I would certainly recommend it to new players, but would also caution them that it is a game where you will need to put a lot of hours to amass cards and master all of its complexities. Also, since it is a free game, it doesn't cost nothing to try it out and see for yourself. Good job on Riot to provide a free card game of quality. I might actually go back to it. With all of that being said, thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, give us a like, drop us off a comment below. We always love to exchange it with you guys. Also consider subscribing, it always helps us a lot and makes us really happy. And as always, we love you all and have a great day.